It is 10:52 at night and I'm about to have me a feast. And I have been eating my biggest meals of the day at night for the last probably 3-4 years. Always loved late night eating. You're probably thinking, how do you break that rule? Isn't your body sleeping and you need to rest? And what if you don't rest? Is it all over for you? I'm going to share with you why I do things the way I do, how to make it your own personal system, how to think of things correctly versus thinking in arbitrary rules that you have to follow, otherwise your life's over and you'll never get into shape. Yeah, all that bullshit that mainstream fitness likes to throw onto you, I'm gonna show you I've broken a lot of rules in my life when it comes to fitness, right? A lot. And I've managed to get in vastly better shape than basically most of the people that are spewing out these things that are just these blanket statements of, you can't do it this way, you have to do it this way, right? So without further ado, let's get into today's video. I'm gonna show you what I'm about to have me a feast, but in that process, I will show you and I'll explain exactly why I do things the way I do. Let's get to it. All right, first and foremost, I have to have me a lot of veggies here. That thing's been on for a little bit. Got a little extra coffee. A little extra coffee. Why? I'll tell you why. Because, you know, making coffee every single day, sometimes it's a bit annoying. All right, let's just call it what it is. There we go. Just adjust the angle a little bit. Let me make sure you can actually see the food, huh? Yeah, you can see it. Why did I second guess myself? One thing I like to do, fun fact, coconut oil, get the hell out of here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got food in the oven and I absolutely smash it now. You're probably thinking, dude, it's 11 o'clock and you're about to have yourself a feast. Why do you do things that way? I thought it was against the rules. I heard, you know, digestion and aren't you supposed to let your body completely relax? I'm not saying that that's a bad way to do things. I'm the type of guy that loves eating late at night. It's in our family genes. I genuinely just love it. It's when I get most hungry, and I personally don't like eating that much throughout the day, right? I eat throughout the day. I have fruit in the morning, coffee, you know, I'll maybe have a smaller meal or a protein shake with a bunch of fruit. And then from there, I just like to rock out on coffee until my late night meal. Now, I've tested it out where I had meals throughout the day and stopped eating beyond this time, but I found that my focus during the day was off. I felt like I was constantly being interrupted just because it's like, all right, let me go eat. It takes you out of rhythm. I'm a rhythm kind of guy. I'm a momentum kind of guy. I believe momentum's the strongest force in the universe, right? So for me, testing that out, especially when I got here, I was playing around with these different things that I just realized for my personal system, I'm most productive that way. And it's funny enough, like, I'm not kidding. I shed fat like an absolute animal, especially when I start leaning on that late night meal, and then I'll go to bed right afterwards. Rule number 3, baby, of the Crusaders, never go to bed hungry. Right? This page is about 3 things. Number 1, strength. We can call it dominance. That sounds cooler. Number 2, character, honor, right? And then number 3 is resilience. I find that my way of doing things, as long as it's facilitating towards those 3, no offense, I don't care if I eat my biggest meal at night. To me, it's about what those 3 things give me in my life. And let's take it a step further. What the hell is the point in being in absolutely phenomenal shape if my process is fragile? Oh, I can't eat beyond this time. That's the beauty of being in phenomenal shape. You can do what you want, how you want, when you want. That to me is like, why else am I in phenomenal shape? Why else do it? This whole thing of being fragile to your own process, that defeats the purpose. I look at training as a tool to callous my mind. Training for me gets me at my most sharp. I'm just on the ball and I'm focused and I'm on it. My energy is fantastic. I'm sharp. I'm quick to spring into action, all of it. And then when it comes to diet, I just want to fuel that. I want to fuel foods that just allow me to just continuously build up this energy ball. Not so I can be like, oh, well, I have to make sure my macros are this. I hate MyFitnessPal. If you're new here, understand I hate MyFitnessPal. I hate calculators just because it's anti-human. I'm very much the kind of guy who's all about soul. Do you hear that sizzle? Little Bobby Flay flick of the wrist. Get the hell out of here. How we looking on this, boys? All right? We'll let it go for a little bit. I'm gonna wait till this thing cooks. You wanna know something? Hold up. I'm gonna cook all of my stuff and then we're gonna talk on the kitchen table for the first few bites and I'm gonna wrap it up, okay? I know you're thinking, Uncle Rami, I feel like we just got started. Don't worry, we'll talk on the kitchen table. But right now, let me just get this stuff done. I want to do that, right? I want to be in the food, then I want to be into you guys. Let's get to it, all right? Yep, course one. That's it. Just some good old-fashioned veggies, you know what I'm saying? Keep it simple, stupid. Gonna have to put this one down for plate 2. Drop that down. What's going on, Uncle Rami? Bro, don't ask questions. Oh, dude, I completely botched the eggs. Completely. Forgot to lay down oil. Got so into what I was doing. Whatever. It's abysmal. What the hell? No, bro, if this is gonna be your biggest meal of the day, you gotta show up, you know? Eating the scraps like a gentleman. That doesn't sound good. All right, well. Oh, you thought we were done. Absolutely not. So we're gonna have here actually is potatoes and mussels. You gotta have some veggies on that table. Mwah. Perfect. Hear that? Ding! We are here. Oh my God. Come on, man. This is why I eat late at night. This is why my biggest meal of the day comes at night. You wanna know why? Because I've earned it. There's something about mentally in your head knowing that you've earned this meal. You laid it all out on the line. You emptied the energy clip. Rule number 2 of the Crusaders. I'll link the rules down below, right, in the description, if you actually care. But it keeps me on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? How easy is it for me to do what I need to do when I know I get to have this at the end of my days? Understand, food is something that has power over me. Not in terms of like, oh, I like Zalk slop. We don't eat Zalk slop around. Used to. But then I became a man, and then I recognized that ain't gonna happen. Mussels, by the way, that's not gentleman-like. So here, basically beef mince with eggs, cabbage, zucchini, red pepper. Yeah, I think that's it. Cauliflower, broccoli, potatoes, mussels. Just threw them in the oven. That's another thing with me. Prep time is 0. I don't like to mess with stuff. Seasonings do what they need to do anyways. You're probably thinking there's no way you're gonna down all this. Absolutely, I will. Maybe I'll do like a, I don't know what they call them, mukbangs or whatever. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's banging. Even though I messed up the eggs, but, oh, see, dude, I forgot the oil for the eggs. I forgot the oil for the potato on the bottom. It didn't come out nearly as crunchy, but doesn't matter. You can put anything in front of me, and I'm gonna think it's a 5-star meal, legitimately. You wanna know why? Because by the end of the day comes, I'm so ready to just smash and go to bed. I don't even think before my head hits the pillow. And my point in telling you this and showing you all of this, right? Even though I can't help myself right now. You have fat kid coming out. When you set things up this way, it's so much easier to get in line with your goals. But it's natural to me in how I am as a person. I'm a little bit more intense, very all in, or I'm out. I don't have a dim light. I'm either on it or I'm off. And that's just the best way I found that I enjoy my life most. I like living my life this way, right? So this whole thing of space out your meals, or make sure you don't eat 5 hours before you've gone to bed, or don't drink caffeine after 12. I can't follow these rules because they go against the way I like to do things. At the end of the day, it's your personal system. What I'm here to share with you is the fact that I have managed to stay quite shredded, sub 9% body fat, some people say. I haven't gotten a DEXA scan, I would like to, but I would agree that I'm around that number, right? Year round for the last few years, and I eat like this every single night. I kid you not, I legitimately eat like this every single night. But keep in mind, look at the food. It's quality food. Why would it matter? Like, I'm not eating bullshit. I'm eating good food, God's food. Right after this, I'm gonna smash fruit. I know you're thinking that sounds crazy. That's how I like to do things. That is my personal style, and I love it because then I get to just enjoy. It makes my heart feel full. I know I look back on tape and I'm like, man, you gave it everything. You couldn't have gone any harder today. Today was one of those days. Legitimately, I'm like, I don't know how else I could have done better. Not gonna say you're gonna hit that every single time, but that's what helps is like, I feel like I'm rewarding myself because I love food so much. Stop listening to everyone's rules and bullshit. This is good food. I can eat this whenever I want. I sometimes eat like this at 2:30 in the morning. Not as much nowadays, but when I was back in the States in the Midwest, I was doing that like clockwork. Not kidding. And that's where it's like, don't understand you can break the rules when you do things correctly and you know in your heart you're following your instincts. My instincts told me is like, if I eat beyond a certain time, there's no way it's bad. What's bad is that I'm probably eating bad food late night. So I just replaced it with this. And it's given me all the results I could have asked for. Of course, my training is dialed in. Yes, I am very active, not even in terms of walking, I'm like mentally, I'm always trickling with something. You know, like I know I'm burning calories just through my thought process, but I don't believe in counting calories. I don't believe in MyFitnessPal. Just eat the way you know you're supposed to eat. Prioritize animal protein, right? Including muscles, stuff like that, right? When I say muscles, I mean, because when we think animal protein, we're thinking chicken and beef, lamb, things like that. Fishes are also involved. Potatoes are not the enemy, contrary to popular belief. I'm eating starches way too late, according to basically every rule, and I break it, and I sleep like a baby. I've got veggies. Veggies here, cooked veggies over here. Eggs and beef. I love what I'm eating. It's good food. It's nourishing me. I need to be nourished, so therefore I can do it that way, right? If you're somebody that genuinely enjoys eating earlier, go for it. But this whole thing of like, oh, it has to be at this time and this time, it's way too intricate. It's way too much bullshit. It's about being effective, not being optimal. The effective guy is going to run laps around the optimal guy 10 out of 10 times. He's gonna have everything that he wants, the charisma, the swag. He's gonna make it look fun, easy. He's got that nonchalantness to him. You wanna know why? Because he understands that work works. It's boring sometimes, it's a little bit annoying, but for me, I eat foods I love, so I never get bored of this. That's the game. If you can make it to where the process is giving you something, stimulation on some sort of level, right? You don't have to become a monk and be like, I can't feel anything. Too much of that. You just have to aim it properly. Leverage what you are, how you naturally like to do things, and just aim it in the right direction. If you guys want more stuff on diet, more specifics, drop it down in the comments, please, because if you watch this video till the end, trust me, this is gonna take you a lot further than anybody else telling you these are my macros and this is how I do this. Screw that. I make it look easy because I've made it easy. It really is. I eat like this every night, like I keep saying. And I'm trying to get this through to your head, like this is not have to be a certain way. It's what time? Just to make it clear before you guys might be like, 11:21. So I'm trying to explain to you, it can be any way you desire. Set it up the way it feels natural to, and I promise you're gonna run laps around everybody. Anyways, I appreciate watching this video. I hope this is well worth your time. If there's anything you're looking for specifically when it comes to diet, training, just my outlook on shit, whatever, I don't care what it is. Uncle Rami's got your back because we are the natural crusaders. Strength, mental resilience, character. Those three, you're gonna run laps around everybody that you know. Everything that you want deep down, you wanna be good enough, you wanna be seen as a man with respect, all of it. That's what this page is for. You know what I mean? There's a lot of insecurities, and a lot of those insecurities are real because we should be feeling insecure about certain things that, you know, maybe we're not at the top of our game and we should be. That's a good thing. That means you have high standards for your life. You don't lower them, you just raise yourself. I love you guys very much. Like I said, anything you guys need, drop it down in the comments. I love you guys. From Uncle Rami to the Natural Crusaders, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. Uncle Rami out. Peace. Dude, I fucked up these potatoes, so they're just dragging on the ground. Like, I'm pissed. I deserve it. I was a fat ass. Got a little bit cold. It is what it is. All right. Told ya. Tried my best with the potatoes. I got a few more cauliflower left. Not too shabby. 11:47. And then I'm going to get myself some fruit. Good night.